Hi, everybody, and welcome to another Monsters of the Month, care of Fan Expo fan meetups. We're actually just under a month away from Fan Expo Canada. Yeah. And of course, we from Unite the Factions will be running the D&D space. We'll be in the North Building as per usual, um, in room 203. Uh, don't quote me on that, but it'll be in that room or in one of the rooms, like right beside it, right near the front street entrance, right by the I think it's is it the second cup?
It is by the second cup.
Yeah, so that's where we'll be, and we will be having our signups early ahead of Fan Expo coming out within the next week or so. So stay tuned. Join our Discord server. Hit us up at unitethefactions.com. And of course, you'll see the same events that we post, from our Discord server on the actual schedule of Fan Expo. But again, if you want to sign up early for any of that stuff, you know, come to our Discord server, find the link in the announcements channel, and you can sign up early. So we have a lot of exciting events coming, some that are still trying to be finalized. So, if you want to play D&D or other RPGs, including Daggerheart, including Star Trek Adventures, and we'll have those as well as D&D and even some more. So who am I? I'm Jeremy Johnson. I'm one of your hosts, and I'm joined by
Angelo Corsino, your other fan ambassador and host. So, what we do here on Monster of the Month is that we have a quick little encounter with some player characters versus a particular type of monster group. And then we break it down in the last 15 minutes and kind of discuss the monster tactics, how to play with them as the DM, how to play against them as players, so on and so forth. And just kind of go around and discuss how the encounter and how the monster group feels. So this one is going to be a much simpler than the last, where this is going to be lowly third level characters. Everybody just got their brand new subclass. Everybody's all settled and ready to go. And if Jeremy, if you could share your screen, we'll get some quick little bit of character introductions going on. And so right off the bat, we'll start with that's Katniss.
Yeah. So I'm playing Katniss Brightroar, a human war cleric. She has a very dwarven name because she was found abandoned as a infant and raised by dwarves. She's here to go out and hit things and maybe find out what it's like to be a real dwarf.
All right, and then next we have Gargoyle.
All right. So Gargoyle is a Goliath. If you see what I'm doing here, and they are a Goliath barbarian, berserker, and they are ready to smash things and burn them up.
What is becoming a staple on this Monster of the Month show? We have Whisper.
A Whisper is a tabaxi monk of the elemental type. She is a mother cat who has lost her kittens, was a sailor, got lost at sea on an island, and gained enlightenment and oneness with the elements, and came back to try and find her family. So she is going to come and explore and see what happens. And she may move characters around or other monsters around because, I bat you in the head.
And then last but not least, we have Frankie. Is that
Frankie?
Yeah, Frankie.
Yes.
That's kind of what I figured. But
he's Frankie, the cranky Githyanki, because he got pulled into the whole war that he was trying to avoid against the Mind Flayers. He's kind of in a trial for the whole Shasolko thing, the whole Mind Flayer hunting Rakma faction. Yeah, he's like a weird hermit hiding out somewhere in the astral, and they picked him up. So he's got kind of like burgeoning force powers, copyright safe force powers. Somehow he'll get his copyright safe lightsaber, but for now he's got just two swords, scimitar and a short sword and a crossbow. And he's got a little bit of wizardry, so he can cast like Thunder Wave and Mind Sliver and Blade Ward. And he can, with the Psi thing, he can yank somebody out of danger once, like a telekinetic thing, 30 feet. Other than that, he's pretty much focused on his own martial stuff. He's
Psi Warrior is incredibly underrated.
Yeah, I want to try it.
Anyway, so the as usual, we have the most barest bones of story that we have bringing the players here today. And you're a low-level adventuring party, and there's been reports of this group of goblins that has been kind of just messing with things at a crossroads that you've been asked to go deal with. So without further ado, we're at the crossroads.
Ooh, pretty.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I really like the colors.
Is that
Colors make me
goblins?
nervous.
Is it goblins? Are we dealing with goblins? Oh boy.
Kind of insights I could get from trying to survival check on the way here, or we just launching?
Sure, give me a survival check just because
real
we'll try to just real quick, yeah.
Alrighty.
Could we have
Survival.
been?
Dirty
Could
20.
we have been stealthy? Like, did we know we were going to encounter something?
you-
We're hunting them down.
You knew didn't know exactly what you were walking into, but you did hear that you had to go deal with some goblins that were causing a lot of problems at a crossroads, waylaying caravans, like harassing travelers, bothering merchants. You know, all the usual trope stuff. With the 20 survival, you get the idea that the goblins have been here for a while. You see signs of like merchant caravans and stuff trying to traverse the treacherous, like much less easy to travel roads to try to avoid this crossroad.
Gotcha. All right, so I'll whisper that to you guys. Don't think do I have telepathy as a gift now? Anyway, I'll alert you guys. I've got some rudimentary survival skills and training there, and I'll try and be sneaky. Keep my mage hand around for pushing a brush out of the way, and that's all.
All
Could we go
so
stealthy?
hearing that,
If you wanted to try to go in stealthily, you can attempt to go in stealthily.
So I'm a barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll walk right up to them.
Yep, that makes sense.
I'm gonna put up a quick aid real quick.
Yep. You could have cast that on the way up.
Yeah. Myself, gargoyle, and whisper.
Okay.
So that is a temporary HP increase to
max HP increase.
Max HP increase to 32. Well, +5. I was looking at my HP.
All right. So, as some of you attempt to do this stealthily, with varying degrees of success, the goblins see Gargoyle just trouncing right up to them, and they start raising bows as this big Goliath starts to come towards them. And I will need you all to roll initiative as the Goliath just walked right up.
What stealth?
Stealth? Who needs it?
That's pretty good initiative, though.
Yeah, I'll take that. Messed up the stealth, but I'll take the initiative.
Clonk, clonk, clonk.
You know, some people use the chainmail cha-cha slide. Others are a little bit quieter. Some of them make way too obvious cat noises when they pass things.
Oh, look, a squirrel.
Okay. And then, okay, so is that everybody in the tracker? So we have characters 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So that's all of them. And then perfect. So you kind of get these goblins were not in any way surprised as Gargoyle was just stomping on up to them. But Whisper, you do manage to get the jump.
Oh, good. My turn then. I go charging out of the shrubbery. 5, 10, 15, 20, and put myself, let's say, there. And is there anything distinctly different between what looks like two different kinds of goblins?
Yeah, so you do notice that they're all wearing They're all these 4 back here seem to be wearing much like crappier armor, so to speak, and have like so they all have similar weapons, but the 2 at the back are definitely wearing worse armor. This one up at the front seems to be what is apparently a de facto leader of sorts.
Okay, I think I'll focus on him then. So
Mhm.
this one. So I will activate my elemental attunement. I'll just post it there. And we're gonna say for funs and giggles, let's make it lightning type. Uh, and it's going to arch out at him as I try and smack him in the nose with it. Boop.
Yeah, 25 will hit for sure.
Oh, I forgot to change that. That should be a DC of 13 now. Okay, so it will take that damage, and then I'm going to pull him, let's say that way, 10 feet, if he fails the DC 13 strength save.
Let's
Goblins
see
being
how he does.
known for strength.
He's the leader for a reason. He manages to hold his ground.
Okay, that's okay. And then if I can get my thing to unclock here, then I will flurry and do 2 more. 15.
15 will miss this one as your
Ooh.
lightning fist bounces off of his thicker chainmail armor.
Okay. And then try the last part of the flurry. 15 again. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So hardier than your average goblin, as you can kind of see on the screen if you're paying attention to the initiative tracker. This is a goblin boss. It's kind of like it's like the goblin captain, goblin. It's the next step up from your run-of-the-mill, just basic goblin infantry, and little hardier than your average goblin, little more armor, that sort of thing.
all right, and then I will, bolt straight up, do a 180, and run back into the brewery.
Sounds good, and that'll bring us to Frankie.
Okay. So Frankie's just been kind of behind the tree with his heavy crossbow, just grumbling a bit ever since he got this headbanded intellect. He's been kind of troubled and misanthropic. He knows that this had started out, and the gargoyle has, done us the favor of starting this off. So he's going to whip around the tree with a heavy crossbow, hopefully from cover, because he had a 17 on stealth, and try and shoot at the furthest goblin, this guy in the top left.
Yeah, and you would have advantage because you are hidden from them.
All right, sweet. So it's one shot with the crossbow will be advantage, and then he's going to immediately drop the crossbow and start running. So it's a 19 to hit, 5 damage.
Good thing you had the advantage.
Yeah, exactly. 5 damage there. I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to add a little bit of extra oomph. I have this kind of shimmer of blade ward around me, but a little bit of that energy goes off. I'm going to use up one of my psychic dice to do the D6 plus 4 extra damage. The little feature that they get. Yep. 10 extra damage. Ouch! So that's going to hurt him. He might be.
So while now goblins themselves also got a slight little upgrade. Before they used to have AC 15 with 7 HP, and now they've bumped that HP up to 10.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
The 10, however, still isn't enough to withstand that psychic energy die, and you do watch as the one goblin does go down.
Nice. So I just cruelly run out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. Right. So now that you can drop a weapon or stow a weapon, I just drop the crossbow where I stand, leap over it, run out, draw a short sword. Short sword, I believe, with my right hand, and draw against this goblin on the right. So it'll be a straight attack with a short sword. And 16. Not terrible. All right, so I'll try and hit that guy. That would be with Vex, so 8 damage to him. I'll then draw the scimitar.
Do you have 2 weapon fighting?
Yeah, so I've used action surge in order to do that one, and then 2 weapon. I think I can do 2 more attacks, right?
I was just asking because so you action surge, right.
Yeah, so that was with the normal, and then I do 2 weapon fighting, so I don't have to worry about the damage modifier changing. So then scimitar once with advantage, 24 to hit for 8 more.
So you watch as a second one of these like run of the mill goblins go down.
Nice. Okay, and then I think I'm right that because of the nick, I'm using both the nick and the bonus action. I can swing one more time without advantage or anything against the other guy, and then I'm done for real. So if that's the case, 15 to hit, which will miss the big one. So that's it. Nice.
Oh,
Okay,
actually,
both.
so actually the once you've used the nick property, it just makes it part of your action. To get the
Oh,
second
okay, okay,
attack, you need the dual wielder feat now.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So never mind that last. Anyway, good.
Slight change in the thing, but either way, it would have missed. So no harm, no foul, and that brings us to Katniss.
All right, Katniss is going to do 5, 10, just kind of get over here a little bit more in the underbrush. And then I am going to put a spiritual weapon up, assuming that I know how to mouse on my computer. One moment. Stop that. Well, I just have a trackpad, so it's picky sometimes. No, just let me take, I don't want that. Thrilling content of me talking to my computer. There we go. We're going to pop that right out there. Is it out there? Yay, it's out there. So I'm not 6th level yet, so it is going to be concentration. There we go. Let's see here.
An 11 to hit will unfortunately miss.
All right, in which case I'm just going to mutter darkly under my breath, and a bell is going to ring out as I cast Toll the Dead on the goblin boss.
Okay, so goblins still known wildly for their wisdom. That's a 2.
That's a failure, and I assume it has taken damage, correct?
It has.
Cool. Okay. I thought I had... It's fine. Okay, I'm going to have to... Sorry. I changed my character sheet last minute, and it deleted. I had it prepared, and then it went away. So we're just going to fix that real quick. Sorry about that.
No
I always
worries.
have Toll the Dead.
Just roll the d12,
Prepare.
and then we can...
Yeah. I don't have... Yeah. One moment. 6. And that's my turn.
All right, so the goblins are going to kind of like form up in a somewhat kind of like not exactly intelligent manner, but they're somewhat crafty. They're going to spread out a little bit, and they're both going to try to fire their short bows at Frankie, who is right up close to them.
It's Blade Ward's in play. It's concentration, but I love it. So D4 subtracted from attack rolls.
Yep.
Otherwise, yeah.
It's a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll do
which
it.
is a critical hit.
Nice. Okay.
So that's going to be a total of 9 damage.
Gotcha. I guess for the hell of it, I'll use another one of those dice for protective field. When
Oh,
I
actually,
take
it would
damage, I
only
use
that's a critical hit that does 5 damage because they
Okay.
have a rider. So if they were to get the drop and have advantage on the rolls, goblins now do an extra D4 slashing or piercing damage on their
Nice.
attacks.
Yeah, like
Sneak
hobgoblins.
attack.
Okay. Well, what the hell? I'll use my thing to reduce it by D6 plus 4, so it will negate it because I can't roll. Yeah.
And then the
So plus
other
4.
will shoot and miss.
Okay, lucky me. Whew. Yeah, crit. So it comes in right near the face and then pew, bounces off. Right for the eye.
So the boss is gonna just kind of try to put you in between it and your friends,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna slash at you twice.
Mm-hmm.
That will miss. So will that, as they're both 12s. But the
Mm.
Goblin boss does get 2 attacks. Before, they used to have a rider on their second attack where they had disadvantage on it. Now that is removed. They just straight up have 2 attacks.
Interesting. Yeah.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to disengage with his nimble escape ability. And he's going to kind of get to here, and he's going to yell out, "Now!"
Ooh.
Oh, I'm guessing war.
As he yells that, you see 2 kind of more heavily armored goblins sitting up in trees.
Where? Oh no! Behind me.
Stuck in the same round dice behind
Oh,
us.
that are
nice.
both gonna pull up bows and try to pepper the back line, so to speak, with arrows. So one is gonna unknowingly fire at Whisper, and the other is gonna fire at Katniss.
Mhm.
So first that Whisper, unfortunately that will miss, and the second one at Katniss, that will also likely miss. It would be nice to roll double digits on the
Oh, I'd
dice,
love you. I
but
wanted you to hit me. I want to deflect
I
it.
I wanted to show it off too because they got upgrades. We'll see how that goes, and then you see more forms that were very stealthy coming out of the trees
More.
as
Mm.
bugbears are also goblinoids.
Okay.
So this one kind of runs to here, and this one runs to Gargoyle. And they're both going to attempt to grab with their attack now. Before they used to just have this big Morning Star attack. Now they have a way to try to just grapple you. So starting with Whisper, it's a 16 to hit.
Oh, miss.
Okay. And then on Gargoyle, a 15 to hit. Probably also misses.
15 does hit.
Okay, so you are currently grappled. You take 8 bludgeoning damage from them kind of bear hugging you, so to speak. And then they're going to use one of their brand new features called Abduct, where he's going to run his 15 feet away from that he has remaining without using any extra movement to grapple move somebody away.
Interesting.
And then that will bring you to Gargoyle.
Okay, so I will rage,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will attack. So let's do that. Wow. Oh, I'll do so recklessly. So I'm gonna. If
So I didn't see an attack roll. That just looks like damage.
that's strange.
Yeah,
Okay, so
It's reckless.
must be the web browser you're using.
it really must be. So I'm gonna. Okay, did that roll recklessly?
That did not, but crit
Okay,
fish because that
Yep.
does hit.
Yeah, all right. So no.
So 15 hits.
Okay, so the damage total is looks like it's 12 from slashing, rage, and frenzy.
Yep.
And because I am also a savage attacker, I'm just gonna roll the damage again, just to see if I would have rolled higher,
Sure.
which I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
That's an extra 4 damage.
and I will also throw on an extra 1d10 fire damage.
Okay. From the fire side
Racial
of the
ability.
Gargoyle racial ability. Yeah.
Oh,
Goliath.
whopping 1 damage.
Well,
No
damage is
inspiration.
damage. Anything else from Gargoyle?
That will be all.
All right, so that will bring us back to the top with Whisper.
All right. Well, I gained a creature right beside me, so let me see if I
Mhm.
can hit him. Looks like sure attack the unarmed cat.
So that's why he went after you. You look like an easy abduction target.
Yeah. Ugh, that is probably not going to hit a hobgoblin.
A 12. This is a bugbear. 12 unfortunately
Bugbear.
misses.
Bugbear. Well, I don't like it near me, so and I want to hit it, so I will flurry again. Let's try this one. And the second one? No,
Oh.
no. Cat flounder.
That dice betrayal, unexpected bugbear threw you off.
Soft paws. I forgot to take the claws out.
And then that will bring us, if that's end of turn, that will bring us to Frankie.
Okay, that guy's got you grappled, Barbarian. I think I want you in the fray where you can help me out here because you can eat more hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna shout out to Gargoyle and say, "Guard, you want to lift?" And I offer my hand out as though I can grab you. Do you want do you want out?
He's asking. He's asking
Jeremy.
that,
Do you want to be pulled out?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Why
So if
not?
I'm reading this correctly, telekinetic movement. I can move an object or creature with my mind's a magic action. I choose a creature within 30 feet. Must be a loose object is large or a willing creature other than you. So it doesn't say loose creature. You transport them up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space, and it's once per short rest. So I think that works. If I need to roll to oppose the grapple.
so the way kind of like these forced movement things work is that they do just break the grapple.
Yeah, that was my understanding too. That's why shoving and stuff is more fun now. Okay, cool. So I think I just move them. It's be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I actually had to move down one, and then I just move him all the way up to me, basically 1, 2, 3,
Sure.
4, 5, 6, like right in the middle of the pat, something like that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
and this
So I
this
scooched
bugbear
down
looks
there.
really annoyed now.
Yeah, so I grabbed that guy there, and I don't need to second wind. There's not much else I can do with the bonus action. But I guess I'm gonna just form a cool pose with you, and we'll square off against these guys because I think yeah, that's it. And I still have a little bit of time left on my blade ward, so I think that's it. No bonus action right now. No scooch like that.
Sounds good, and then that'll bring us to Katniss.
All right, so Katniss is going to move her spiritual weapon up to the big boss. So that is going to be
Oh, unfortunately,
It
a
is
7 will miss.
yeah. So in which case, then for my action, I am going to eye up the bugbear bothering Whisper and invite it to make me a wisdom saving throw as I cast Toll the Dead.
All right, so this one has not taken damage, so it would just be the D8. And it does fail.
All right. So please enjoy 2 points of damage.
Hey, now it's taking damage though.
Woo! And then for my movement, I am going to do. I'm gonna scoot myself to stop it. I'm just gonna move myself into the bushes more. So that's my turn.
All right, so these goblins are going to continue trying to kind of like move back a bit and pepper with arrows. They're gonna shoot one arrow at Gargoyle and one arrow at Frankie, as they don't like to engage directly when they can avoid it, and they've got what they feel is backup. So that's 22 to hit Frankie.
Yep, that'll do it.
For a solid 6 piercing damage.
All right, I'm gonna use that. No, I think I'll I'll use that reaction again to cut it. So that'll leave me only one more die. Go burning through them. 3 plus stuff. Yeah, so that will reduce all the damage to no concentration. Okay.
Yeah, because Headband of Intellect on the Side Warrior is very good for that, especially
Yeah.
at low levels. Does a 14 hit Gargoyle?
Nope, 15 was the magic number.
Alrighty, so the second bolt misses. You see the boss here unsling a short bow from his back and starts shooting arrows into the fray, trying to kind of wear you guys down a bit. He's going to fire once each at Gargoyle and Frankie as well. So first with Frankie to keep consistent, that will miss, and then at Gargoyle, a 19 to hit for 7 damage, cut to 3 from rage. So goblins trying to work together with their other goblins. They don't want to. They're kind of weak, and they're mostly just kind of a little bit of trickle damage in terms of like just like you for like encounter mechanics.
Yep.
An extra body on the field and some trickle damage. So their goal is to just try to wear down opposing targets as best they can. The hobgoblins have closer targets as well now, so they're gonna continue to fire once at Katniss and once at Whisper. So we'll do Katniss first as they fire their longbows. An 8 will miss Katniss, and then Whisper. Man, I just don't want to. They just doesn't want me to roll above 10 apparently. With my fancy new hobgoblins. We'll talk about what they do after anyway if we don't get it in the actual combat showcase. But they keep firing away, so to speak. So the bugbears are up next. This one is going to move up 30 feet, and bugbears have really long arms, so they got to reach at 10 feet. So it's going to like use its really long arms to try to reach out and grab Katniss.
All right.
That's only a 13, so unfortunately I don't think that'll hit either.
Nope.
And then finally on Whisper with the other one, a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and then it's going to run its full 30 feet away, attempting to abduct you.
Ew.
Can 9 damage. Can I try and reduce it with my
Yeah, you
deflect?
can deflect. Yeah, for sure.
I reduced
Nice.
it by 5, which takes it down to 4. Okay.
Abducted.
Yep, the cat. I don't like being carried by my scuff of my neck.
That's right.
This is
Yeah.
my
I'm not a
job.
kitten.
Not a kitten. I haven't been a kitten in a long time.
And that'll bring us to Gargoyle.
Okay, I'll walk up to the boss here.
Yep.
And attack recklessly.
Try to ask him an important question.
Yeah, so
20 will hit.
dirty 20, and I'll just fish for a crit. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
And then, oh, okay, that's a pretty good.
Yeah, so
But do they go down or?
so with the fighting retreat is not quite working out for these goblins as well as they were hoping, and you guys are more resilient than they thought, and you do manage to cleave down this goblin boss.
Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see. Maybe I'll. Let me see how many squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't have enough quite to get to one of the others, so I'm stuck there for now.
All right, Whisper, you've been grappled by this bugbear.
Yep. I'm trying to whack him on the head for doing that. Let me go. Let me go. So let me see if I actually succeed this time. 13.
13,
I'm
unfortunately.
going to
still
use.
misses.
I'm actually going to use my reaction to do one of my channel divinities. So guided strike. You are within 30 feet of me, right? Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Yes.
So add 10 to that,
Just.
which makes it a 23.
Fantastic.
That
My
will
paw
definitely
swerves.
hit. If 23 doesn't hit something in tier 1, there are problems.
Okay, well, fantastic. So because of Tavern Brawler, I then automatically push him 5 feet away from me, breaking the
So-
grapple.
So with 5 feet, he's still grappling you. He's within your reach.
Bloody hell! Wow! And for insult to injury, I'll use my bonus action with my 15-foot reach to smack him.
So you think there's this like long arm fight that's going on currently in the corner over here.
Or try, because I don't know if a 12 is going to hit.
Unfortunately, a 12 will not hit.
Can't do it twice. Very nice though.
All right, I just do the one bonus action. I'm going to hold off. Actually, how are we doing it? No, I'm going to do it as a flurry, actually, because we're getting low on time.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Oh, fate.
It's okay. Neither of us seem to be rolling really well so far. So.
There's a cat fight going on over here.
And then that'll be Frankie.
So this one's menacing Katniss. I think I'm just going to keep it simple. I'll give a, grumpy little thumbs up to our barbarian for smashing that boss. Into paste, run over here and just kind of swing up behind this bugbear and make my simple 2 attacks. So was it short sword first for the attempted vex?
Yeah,
24 to hit.
Definitely hit.
Yep, and then the if it's still alive after that 7, I'm just going to do.
Nick him.
Yeah, I'll nick him. What the hell? I'll add that. I'm going to add that D. No, yeah, I will. I will nick because then it will work better for me here.
Because you'll have advantage on the second attack. 24
Yep.
will definitely hit.
Yes, and if it looks, I think I'm going to juice it with that last side dice too.
Sure.
So,
Because
D6.
so the real benefit from Nick early on, especially, is that it frees up your bonus action and do something else.
Like a rogue, which I didn't really build around because I missed.
And then at level 4, if you take dual wielder, then you do get the extra bonus action attack. So really, it gives you the extra attack, and then dual wielder gives you the dual wielder actually has real purpose now, and it gives you the second bonus action attack.
Yeah. Well, so that really added up right there. I think that was 26 damage.
So with that extra attack on, you do manage to fell this bugbear.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's fun. So I used all my features up here, pretty much, except for second wind. So I will go in place and stand near Katniss. Yep.
All right, sounds good. And that will bring us
ready to get shot at.
Katniss.
All right, so a bell is going to ring out, and the bugbear that is harassing Whisper, please make me a wisdom saving fail.
Your wisdom saving fail, nice.
Yep.
Well, predicted.
Yeah.
My dice have been a little cold today. That's 6
For-
more necrotic.
Yep. Is it looking alive?
It's still alive. The bugbears are pretty hardy. They actually got an HP buff in the 2024 version. So
Yeah. And I realized that I totally meant to do something else. I meant to use my action for something else. It's okay. I'll do it next time. I was going to guiding bolt. So it's fine. 10, 15. So instead, I'm just going to move my spiritual weapon over to the gargoyle up here at the top. And and then I am going. Nope, that's my turn.
Alrighty.
All right.
So the two remaining goblins are both going to kind of scatter a little bit from that angry-looking barbarian. Try to so that they can't both die in the same turn, and they're going to both fire short bow shots at them at advantage. So an 18.
Yep.
And a 16.
Both hit.
For 8 cut to 4 and 5 cut to 2. So Barbarian doing the job, soaking some damage. The boss is dead. So this hobgoblin is actually going to climb down from this tree and step into melee with Katniss and try. The bow wasn't doing great, so it's going to swing its longsword.
Okay.
Slightly better, but still not quite there.
Sorry, I'm not using my last channel divinity.
And the use your reaction to help the hobgoblin. No, going once. No, I'm kidding.
No.
And then Frankie is going to take the longbow shot. Hey, a 21.
Okay. I guess he subtracts D4. It wouldn't matter. It would still hit. Yep. Okay.
So you'll notice now that they also do a whole bunch of poison
Poison.
damage when they hit. So that's going to be 17 points of damage total. They have
Nice.
they have a 1d8 plus 1 like they used to, but they added a 3d4 poison damage rider to it. It's a little spicy for a CR 1/2.
Yeah.
Everything's more glass cannon now, at the least. Yeah. Okay. So I'm bloodied from that. Okay. Didn't seem to register here, but I'll fix that. Okay.
So the bugbear now has a grappled target for the first time. So when a bugbear has a grappled target, they get to swing with advantage.
Mm.
So you see, he's got Whisper in one hand and pulls out a hammer in the other, and is going to try to swing. That didn't work.
Yeah, that was just damage.
Was all masked.
Okay, so now this
damage.
apparently doesn't want to. So the scripting on this one isn't working. So I will use the attack roll from the other one because it's the same modifier. 17 to hit.
Miss.
All right, so 17
wow.
17 will miss.
Well, 17 will hit. I know.
Oh, okay. For 11 points of bludgeoning damage. So before they used to do like 2d, they used to do like 1d8, and they had an extra whole bunch of damage if they surprised their attacker. Now the base attack just does 3d4 plus 2, and will have advantage or not based on whether or not they have a grappled target. And that will bring us to Gargoyle.
Okay, I think I have just enough to get over to here. To get in front of this goblin, I will attack recklessly as per usual. I'll just fish for a crit. Nope.
Oh, yeah, 15 damage is going to kill most goblins.
Okay, all right. So that's that. That's all my movement. That's it for Gargoyle.
All right, so we got about 5 minutes left for this. We'll see if we can possibly get through one more round. Whisper, you are still grappled by a bugbear who's swinging a big hammer at you.
That's okay. It's kind of what I do too. So I will, from reach, try and bat him on the head. Doop.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, look, a
I
squirrel.
can't help you. I'm sorry.
Not on that one, no.
Yeah.
I would help you if I could.
Oh,
That one will
wait a
hit.
minute. Dirty 20, though. I'll take the dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
All right. And that will push him 5 feet more away.
Yeah, so now that kind of you slip out of its grapple because it only has a 10-foot reach.
Yeah, and now I will be able to move without being grappled. 10, 15, 20. I'll put myself in here so I'm back into the shrubbery again.
Sounds good. If
How's
that
he
is
looking, by the way?
He's looking real hurt now.
Go get him.
And then that'll bring us to Frankie.
I take a moment to like pick that arrow out, like suck the wound and take a second wind to give myself some hit points back. And then I just out of because the one still in the tree hit me, right, and I am cranky. So instead of doing the kind of heroic and helpful thing, I step for a moment to attack the one by Katniss, but then I fake out. I run over here and I go and just snap my fingers. Though I don't think it's necessary because it's maybe just clap, and I do my once per day thunder wave at the guy in the tree to not try and blast him out of it. So
Sure.
con save, thunder wave, 2d8 thunder damage, DC of 14.
That's a fail.
Nice. So he gets launched directly away from me. I guess laterally.
So he falls 10 feet out of the tree, and after that
Nice.
thunder wave, you only had hobgoblins are real glass cannons right now.
Oh, interesting.
So they have a high AC for tier 1. They have 18 AC.
Yeah.
But they only have 11 hit points. So that thunder wave 10 damage plus the 1d6 fall damage will take out that hobgoblin.
Nice. Okay, I'm glad I did that. So I step there a couple, and then I'm going to swing back this way. Though I think that's a basically bonus action. Do that, rings out through the thing, and then I just give the fingers at the eye, looking at the guy who almost abducted our nice cat over there, and then we're swooping in and survive. On this guy, I guess I'll just be like surrender. Just growl at him, right? That was fun.
That'll bring us to Katniss.
All right, so I see there is a bad guy right next to me. I'm just going to reach out my hands and I'm going to touch, and you watch as black energy goes out from them as I cast Inflict Wounds. So I need a Constitution saving throw. DC is 13.
17.
A 17. That will save, so he will take half damage. That will be 8.
Yeah, he's looking real
sadly,
bad after that.
Sadly, I can't do that for my bonus action because he's level spell, but I can move my spiritual weapon up here because, gosh darn it, I will eventually hit something with this darn thing. I actually used a spell slot for it, okay?
18 will hit for 11, and your spiritual weapon does its job, and it does take out the remaining baby goblin.
I feel satiated a little bit. All right, that's my turn. Hey, War Cleric.
There's only the one hobgoblin and the one bugbear left, as well as gargoyle. So we will finish the round and then call it, regardless if they are still alive or not. The one hobgoblin is going to take its longsword swing at and miss. So I'm going to click this damage button just so people can see it. They do 2d10 damage now plus 1.
Ooh.
So they have 11 hit points, and they can do 2d10 plus 1 damage on a hit.
Crazy.
So on a CR half creature, that is a potential insta kill without critting.
Totally. Why can't barbarians do that
on a level 1 character? Yeah, like a level 1, no tough, basic +2. You roll max damage, and you would say that's a 0 to 100 kill right there.
Yeah.
And the bugbear is going to move forward, and he's going to throw his hammer at Whisper because he still doesn't know any better. No one's hit Whisper with a ranged attack yet.
Good.
I'm gonna
That's a damage.
That's a 2. So the hammer whizzes by. Gorgo, can you get to anything from there? If not,
I don't think so, but I could shoot a bow. But I think we're done.
All right. So with that. So that's like a kind of like interesting ambush scenario that can kind of happen where goblins are the small goblins are used as fodder to kind of set up the slightly better equipped, harder hitting ones.
Yeah.
And You guys are level 3, and there were 4 of you, so that's so this was technically a slightly overtuned encounter, but only slightly because there were 3 there were 3 CR1 creatures, 2 1/4s, and 2 halves. So it would be like a total of 5 as opposed to for a level 3 party of characters. That's actually pretty par. Like if you actually like CR doesn't work. We all know this. It's a little better now, but it still doesn't work. And so like you always want to have your encounters have a little bit of extra juice. So
It did feel challenging. I'll be honest.
like if I would have
I'm
hit more, it
surprised.
would have felt more challenging, but the
Yeah.
dice were
I've had
definitely
before.
betraying. Like if those hobgoblin arrows coming through would have been a little bit more deadly had they actually hit more than once.
Right. So do goblins have pack tactics anymore?
So the regular goblins do not have pack tactics, but the hobgoblins do now. So not only do they hit really hard, they also now have pack tactics.
I think Hobgoblins always had martial advantage, right? But not advantage. Yeah, or like they get an extra D6 or something, or 2d6 damage, so they could easily one shot you. And they had the good equipment, which was good for looting. But they just don't have a lot of hit points because they don't have like that karma of an important character, right? They're still mooks.
Yeah, so they had martial advantage, I believe, but I think they could only they needed to have like I think it was situational, if memory serves. I'm gonna look it up real quick so we could do the comparison.
I think it was just an ally next to you instead of having advantage like pack tactics. It was just extra damage. So you just had one guy run in, and then a bunch of hobgoblin
So
archers
instead
would
of
absolutely annihilate.
you're exactly correct. So you had instead of pack tactics, they had they would do extra damage. So now their damage has been beefed up, and instead of having extra damage, so that's just always on, and now they have advantage on those attacks if they're in groups.
Yeah, extra damage is so standard now. It's almost everybody, one way or another. Every special.
Well, they buffed the heck out of healing, so healing actually feels useful now.
Yeah.
So they've also raced it with the damage. It's kind of an interesting way to balance.
More impactful, and all the movement. Even with this map, where we had a nice, really explicitly call out trees and cover and rocks and stuff, but you can imagine how impactful the goblin hiding, which I guess is what they had instead of martial pack tactics, like Kobold will get. And then, yeah, the mobility, the fact that we fanned out all over the map, that's fun. Technically, I guess our monk got carried away even further potentially.
Well, and that's actually an inch like a battlefield like movement and stuff like that is a lot more prominent now as well.
Yes.
So the goblins have nimble escape, so they can disengage or hide as a bonus action. Before they used to only be able to disengage. So now they can also hide. I never really used it because that would actually trigger their extra damage if they hit.
Yeah, that's kind of like the if you play as a goblin, you get that feature. And let me tell you, I had to keep zooming out on that map on Roll20.
It's a big map
to be able to share it so that everyone could see. You know,
it's a big map.
Watching it back later.
I wanted the room to possibly pull somebody away from the encounter with abduct, because like moving the party around and kind of breaking up that front line back line is always an interesting way to challenge players and have them thinking outside of the usual I'm gonna stand back here and shoot kind of mentality that a lot of parties sometimes get into.
Screwed then, right? If you get pulled away, yeah, and it's it just right there, the bugbear, bogeyman, whatever that lore, right, of a guy who kidnaps you real well. I prefer that. Do they still have the thing where they can squeeze into small spaces? Well, that was a bit weird, but it made sense with that.
Bugbears do not have that anymore.
Okay, they changed it. That seems fair.
Do still have the long arms.
They still do have
I like
10-foot reach. Yeah.
Is it truly? Because I used to be on your turn, your reach is longer. Is it just strictly 10-foot reach now?
So that's true for yeah, now that's true for the bugbear player race.
Yeah.
Not for the monsters.
Yeah, that's fair, because they stopped trying to make them symmetrical. The Volo's guide was the one attempt where they tried to make them symmetrical, I guess. That's cool. Well, yeah, I like that they can abduct you. So
they could.
Yeah, they might They should. They're not updating in the Eberron book, despite the delay, because they're not like a primary specialty.
Could be Forgotten Realms. We don't know.
Could be. Yeah, maybe.
Do any of these creatures have reactions of interest?
So the goblin boss had a reaction that I never got to use because I had them spread out. So goblins, when they're really close together against even level 3 parties, can just immediately die to one shatter. Right? So always try to spread out your enemies a little bit. You don't want to take away the big play element of give them like 2 or 3 that are bunched together, but don't have the entire army all in one spot because that just ends your encounter real fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, the goblin boss has an ability to direct attacks. So one of these moot goblins was within 5 feet. You know, they basically take like parry into the other goblin and they switch places.
I think they just reach out and grab the other goblin and stick it in front of him.
Pretty much,
I believe. I think the original Volos Guide version had that. It's pretty much their only feature now, which is cool.
Yeah, they got that similar buff with the nimble escape hide, and then if they have advantage, they deal an extra D4 slashing or piercing, and now they just have flat 2 attacks instead of 1 attack and then a second attack at disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get to happen, but I was just waiting for Jeremy for you to get to throw like a javelin or something at a distance because you have that. You can reckless attack with a thrown weapon as long as it's not dex based.
Yeah, as long as
you
it's
can do the Hail
strength.
Mary. You can do the Hail Mary throw up to 120 feet, and it will just be a straight attack, which is fun. I like that idea.
It is a fun little thing that they've added now. Where with rage now it applies to thrown weapons.
Yeah, there's no going back.
As long as you're using strength.
Yeah,
right. That makes sense.
I always thought that should have been a thing in the originally, and I'm glad they added that to the new
yes.
book.
I just remember always being annoyed that there were between that and the timing of rage ending, there were these little tiny features that would always trip you up with Barbarian. It would frustrate people who just want a simple Barbarian experience. I know now they rank Barbarian as actually more complicated than Fighter in their little startup guide, but that's mainly because of the later features. Like I think the level 10 plus stuff, that's where it gets
I was gonna say because the Fighter got a lot of upgrades in that regard too.
Yeah, but they do feel a little more direct. It's just like Indomitable is better. You can do more second wind. Your second wind lets you move. It's pretty straightforward.
Your second wind also gives you like ability check.
Yeah,
yes. Now too, right? So it's
right. So it's I guess what I mean is like you never have 2 choices at once to pick from. It's always just buff. Whereas Barbarian and now the new Rogue with the cutting strike that I know Jen is great with in our weekly game, you have a choice to make every turn, which can sometimes feel like
cunning. Again, we're kind of splitting off a little bit as we're just discussing overall things as well. But the cunning strike is also fascinating.
Yes.
As a kind of like giving your rogue some actual in combat utility as opposed to just I do a sneak attack. I do a sneak attack.
Flavoring the sneak attack a little bit more. Yeah, I also like that they're actually giving all these more humanoid monsters gear.
Yes.
So like that hobgoblin, we'll be looting afterwards because it's got like full plate armor on.
Yeah, the half plate.
Sorry, half plate.
Yeah, but no, like that's 750 gold armor right there.
We'll take it.
Like,
definitely.
Like they actually do tell you what gear they have so that you can, or even like before it was like, well, how many daggers does he have if I throw one? Well, like the bugbear had 3 light hammers, so I threw 1, he still has 2. And that sort of thing. It's kind of like it's kind of nice they gave you kind of like a little bit of room to, so you don't have to be like, well, like you're in the middle of a fight, you're trying to have to make another decision on how much equipment they have, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is another like good thing that they added to. Some of them are like really obscure, like I think beholders have on them Arcana. Whatever that means is up to the DM, but
I think it's a chart, right? In the DMG, it's like you can pick from those treasures.
Yeah, and then they would have.
That's it.
Yeah.
Those are a little sloppy sometimes, but I like the formatting, and I like if the new Dragon Delve book makes everything incredibly explicit too. You can pretty much read it and play it like by reading it half a time, and you should be okay.
And we discussed this at Comic-Con actually when we did our monster manual panel. But yeah, the way that they have the saving throws laid out now, where it's mod bonus and save bonus, and it's not in 2 different places, is just much more intuitive for if you're trying to do things quickly.
Yeah. Oh,
All
and is that War Strike thing for Cleric? That was your big win there. Is that different than it used to be?
I
I
think
yeah.
the big
get two
changes
now.
for clerics. It's more like
3-3.
when you get things like you used to get your. My brain is not working
Your
tonight.
subclass, your
Yeah,
Subclass.
divine
Thank you.
domain.
Yeah, divine domain at level 1. Now you don't get it to level 3, but you
Mhm.
do get a little bit more extra. You get you can choose, so you no longer have to be a war cleric or a life cleric to get access to heavy armor. So you can just choose the protector subclass, like at level 2, I think it is, which
That's
is
level
nice.
1. That's the
Level
one you
1,
get at level 1.
yes.
You either get Thaumaturge or
Oh
protect.
yes.
And Thaumaturge gives you the if you want to be the cleric that wears heavy armor and stuff, that's one option. The other option is you can be the cleric that actually passes religion checks.
What?
Because you'll have Thaumaturge and it'll let you add your wisdom bonus to your religion check as opposed to
Intelligence.
it doesn't even swap. It'll add your intelligence and your wisdom. So if you had some intelligence and wisdom, it'll throw both
That's
in.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives you an extra cantrip, so there's it's more of like the arcane castery, like diviny type. It's
I think we're getting the Arcana domain with the Forgotten Realms book.
I hope they added
Yeah.
some gas to that one, because that one was kind of meh, kind of meh, kind of meh, kind of meh. You hit level 17 and it's the best one.
Yeah, exactly. I have that.
What, from Skag, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That was my favorite. I love the art because it looked like the Red Mage. And
because you would at level 20 Arcana cleric, in one turn you can cast Wish, and then the next turn you can use Divine Intervention.
yeah,
To cast Wish.
Yeah,
I use
yeah.
my true polymorph into a dragon, right?
yeah,
Because you can do that. Yeah.
that's always a fun one.
All right, so we've come to time.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. And for those of you watching us back later on YouTube, thanks for watching. Again, we'll be at Fan Expo in just under a month. That's Thursday the 21st to Sunday the 24th at the Metro Toronto Convention Center. If you don't have your tickets, get them ASAP because they do sell out.
They do.
They always do. So, and then they generally move to timed tickets, for specific days. But weekend passes will always sell out. So grab them while you can. Check out unitethefactions.com where you can find a link to our Discord server and pay attention to the announcements there, as well as on our, social media channels and our email newsletter. For when signups open, you'll be able to get a chance for an early sign up for a small fee. And then, find us in person, confirm your signups. If you're not, registering online early, just come as soon as you can to our room. You can sign up for any game over the course of the weekend with us. And we'll also be featuring a multi-table interactive epic on Saturday night, as per usual. So stay tuned for details.
So with that, we come to the end of our July Monsters of the Month, and like Jeremy said, thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you next time. We usually skip August because we have Fan Expo, so we will likely see you next for this Monster of the Month in September.
All right. Thanks again.